Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I am Simone, and usually next to me would be my hubby Pat, but as you can see, I am flying solo on today's video because today is all about baby and baby needs and what worked for Riley. But before we get into that, I just want to say hi you guys. It's been a while, I know, but we are back. We've been reading your comments and we appreciate all your well wishes, your prayers, your blessings. They really mean a lot to us, so we do appreciate them. We do read them, and don't forget, you can always follow us on Instagram to, you know, keep up with us and just see what's going on in our daily lives when we do post. But as I was saying, today's video is all about baby and what worked for us through newborn to 6 months. It's a short list because, as you know, Riley is 18 months now, and her being 18 months, I look back and realize a lot of these things we really didn't need. But as a new mom, you want to get everything, right? It's better to have it than not to have it. But I broke it down 0 to 6 months of what really worked for us. So let's get right into that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is sleep. I wrote everything down here so I do not forget anything, even though I'm sure that I will. It's about sleep. 0 to 6 months of what worked for us. In the beginning, she slept next to us in her Halo bassinet, which worked for a little bit. However, it's a great bassinet, but it didn't keep her sleeping throughout the night. Other than her regular wake periods for feeding, she was tossing and turning. She just wasn't as comfortable. What worked for us was the DockATot. The DockATot, I will swear by it, you guys. It is honestly the best thing in the world. Once Riley got in the DockATot, she slept, even if it was the daytime to take her naps. It was honestly heaven sent. That is probably the number one thing on this list that I don't know how we would have got through without. So the next thing that we really liked, other than the DockATot, was the Baby Delight Snuggle Nest. The Baby Delight Snuggle Nest, it's similar to the DockATot, not as cozy, but Riley really liked it. We used that one more in the daytime, I would say, and the DockATot more at night. The DockATot we would put in her bassinet or on the couch if we're sitting on the couch, obviously supervised. The same with the Baby Delight. The Baby Delight fit more in her Halo bassinet, but I am telling you guys, the DockATot and the Baby Delight Snuggle Nest must-haves. If I have to choose one, it's gonna be the DockATot. Also, swaddling. We didn't swaddle Riley because she was born with hip dysplasia, so we weren't able to swaddle her. And before we knew that she did have that, she just didn't like the swaddling for the first 2 weeks. She hated it, so we never swaddled her. So I can't recommend any swaddlers or anything like that for you guys. But I will recommend a pacifier, which the only pacifier that she loved was the Philips Soothie, the Snuggle pacifier. It's the one with the giraffe on it. She loved that thing. I am telling you, if you try to take it out of her mouth and give her another pacifier, it was not happening. She loved to hold it, cuddle with it. Another must-have was the Hatch sound machine. We got the one where they have the one where you can plug it in, and then they also have the one that's battery operated. So we have that one just so we can move it around the room. You could change from different lights to different sounds. She really enjoyed the blue light with the rain sound. That definitely put her to sleep. That was her her favorite mode. Let's talk about cameras. Our camera that we really liked was the Infant Optics. And why we like that is because you could set up multiple cameras and just switch back and forth on the monitor. And also, it's not Wi-Fi. It's battery operated. We knew that we wanted a battery operated camera, so I will definitely recommend that one to you guys. And also, their customer service is amazing. Our monitor stopped working, and this is way beyond the warranty, and they sent us out a new monitor with no problem. So I will definitely recommend them for you guys. All of the things that I'm listing, I will put a link for you guys if you want to get anything or look at anything. I'll post a link below so you guys can check everything out. Let's move on. Let's go to bath time. Bath time to me was very simple. For the tub, we used the Baby Patent Aqua Scale. Now, I got it because I was like, oh, the scale. We can see, how much she weighs and yada, 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 yada. Guys, we didn't even use the scale at all. Not even one time. But what I did like about the tub was it was very comfortable. She wasn't sliding down. I was able to bathe her, wash her hair. And also what I loved about it was that at the bottom, they had a little plug you can pull out and the water will drain instead of having to flip it over when you're finished and draining the water that way. We can just easily drain it. And what I liked about that as well is while we're draining it, we would just put new water in there so we can rinse her off with clean water while the old water was draining out. So that was the Baby Patent Aqua Scale. Again, like I said, I will link things below if you guys want to check any of them out. As far as baby soap, I love Shea Moisture for me, so I went with the Shea Moisture baby line, which really worked for her. It keeps her moisturized. Her hair, as far as washing it, same thing, Shea Moisture, and she has very curly hair, so Shea Moisture has been our go-to even now at 18 months of bathing and washing her hair. So Shea Moisture products, baby products, is A+. Also, what we used, because she did have a little bit of cradle cap, was the Frida Baby. We used the Frida Baby cradle cap, and honestly, that got rid of all the flakes within 2 weeks, and we didn't have to use again. So if you are struggling with that, you can get the kit. It comes with the little comb for the scrubbing, the little sud booster, I would say, is really good, and it comes with the little comb as well. So I'll definitely link that as well below so you guys can check that out. Let's talk about wellness. I know no one wants to do this, guys, but we have to for our little kiddos, right? So the Frida Baby, I continuously say Baby Frida, but it's Frida Baby, guys. The brand is Frida Baby, the snot sucker. That saves lives, you guys. I know it sounds disgusting, but they have a little filter, and with the filter, nothing comes through. You just really have to suck and suction in. You don't have to stick it all the way up in their nose. You just put it right there at the edge. Because when I first saw it, I was like, this can't go in her nose. It's humongous. But you just put it right there at the edge of the nostril, and you just suck the boogers out. And I am telling you, it's such a relief for them. Okay, so get it. I tried the electronic one. I didn't like it. I have to say the suction was not as strong, and I was hoping to use that one so I didn't have to suck the boogers out, but I wouldn't recommend that one. I don't think it's as strong as manually sucking the boogers out yourself. Now, as far as her nails, my God, baby's nails, they grow so fast. I'm gonna go with the electric nail filer. That was honestly a holy grail, and she actually liked it. She sat there, or I should say laid there, and she let me do it. So I would say the electric nail filer is a must-have, because they love to scratch their faces and everything else, and Riley hated to wear gloves. And you also don't want them with gloves all the time, because you want them to be able to explore and touch and feel. So definitely the electric nail file, guys. Now, as far as baby rash, we were lucky. Riley didn't really have a lot of baby rash, but again, it could be because I soaked her with Aquaphor, guys. You would think I was gonna fry her on the stove or something. After every bath, after every diaper change, Aquaphor. Let's go to diapers. Now, I wasn't gonna recommend any diapers because all babies are different, but the diapers that we liked up to about, honestly, maybe 5 or 6 months, and then we switched, was the Pampers Swaddle. I didn't like any of the other Pampers. I thought they always gave her the marks. Even if we went up a size, she would still just have, the little diaper marks at the end. So I didn't like those, but the Pamper Swaddles, it's very roomy, especially when they start moving around. So this Pamper Swaddle was a go-to. I did the Pampers Sensitive Wipes for a while, and then I also switched from that too. But all of that will be in our next video. And then let's see what else. Oh, the Baby Frida, the 3-in-1 nose, nail, and ear picker. So, you know, sometimes they have the dry little snots and you just need to get them out. It's just so simple, you guys, to use it. Also, their nails, it gets a little dirty. It's a little pick, gets everything out. I definitely recommend that because, you know, our hands, our fingers are a little too big to be sticking in our babies' nose, guys. Very uncomfortable. Let's see what else. The OXO, the diaper caddy. I love that. I would just fill it up and carry it everywhere around in the house with her diapers, the Aquaphor, her wipes, the booger sucker, anything that I needed. I would just have that in there at all times. Let's do feeding. Okay, so we're not going to get into the breastfeeding and formula feeding. I did both, but let's just get into the bottles of what bottles worked for us. We tried every bottle, you guys. And I mean, expensive bottles, ones that were shaped like the breast that, you know, everyone said would work. The bottles that worked for Riley were the Dr. Brown bottles. I swear by those things. After giving her those bottles, she was no longer gassy. And when I tell you it was an instant change, it was an instant change. So Dr. Brown bottles, I'm a customer for life with Dr. Brown. Also, the bottle warmer, the Dr. Brown bottle warmer, the very simple Dr. Brown bottle warmer. Again, I'm going to link here and I'll have some videos for you guys so you can see which ones we're talking about as well. But the Dr. Brown bottle warmer, lifesaver. I didn't find out about that until probably 4 or 5 months in. I was doing old school, heating it up on the stove, you know, put the milk in the pot and just heating it up and just doing what our grandparents, our parents did back in the day. And then I was like, whoa, Dr. Brown. So good job. What else? Drying and for bottles, nipples, everything. The OXO tot spacing saving dryer rack. I love that. It's very small. You can easily move it to the side. It fits so many bottles. So it was definitely a must-have. Oh, another thing that I knew I was going to forget is the sanitizer for the bottles. I cannot remember the name, but by the time this video is up, I will have a picture of it for you guys. It is amazing to sanitize the bottles, your pacifiers, the nipples, just all the above. It is really, really good. So I will make sure that I put the name in the link below in the description, or I'll have something in this video by the time this video goes up for you guys. Let's talk about lounge and play. Now the BOPPY Lounger. I love the BOPPY Lounger, and I tried to find it for you guys, but I cannot find it. So I don't know if they discontinued it. I had got it from Bye Bye Baby. I know Bye Bye Baby is closing down a lot of places, and their online store is also closing. So I'm not sure if that's why I can't find the link for it. I searched Amazon for it, and I cannot find the link. But the BOPPY Lounger, guys, I just loved it. It was really good, you know, around maybe 2 months, so that the baby wasn't just always laying, you know, on their back and on the back of their head. It gave them a little bit of arch, but not too much, because obviously their back is not stable enough. But it was just a little lounge that just went back. I'm still gonna link a video or a picture of it for you guys, but I'm so sorry I don't have the link for it, but I'm sure they have different kinds. But definitely a little lounger. For tummy time, tummy time was a piano mat. She loved the piano mat so much, you guys. It was a little loud, and it's very colorful and very bright. So if you're going with a certain theme where you're, you know, the whites and grays, then it's not for you. For bouncer, we love the Baby Bjorn bouncer. It's a little bit higher in the price, but honestly, it is so worth it. She loved that thing. When she was in there, there was just, I mean, she was in bliss. So that is definitely a number one for me as well. I think that goes under the Dakatat is the Baby Bjorn bouncer. So another thing that we really liked was the Skip Hop Activity Center. Riley started using that one at a later date because of her hip and that she was in the Pavlik harness, so she really couldn't put her feet, her legs down. She didn't have that flexibility at the time, but she did end up using it later on around 7 months. And what I loved about it was it's not really a walker. It's not a walker at all, actually. It's it has like a little saucer on the bottom, so it helps a lot with balance. It helps a lot with balance, and they have the toys around at the center to keep them active. So it's really good for balance and just balancing out the baby's feet and having them be able to touch different surface levels. So I really, really like the Skip Hop Activity Center. Let's talk about traveling. I think that is the last thing on my list, guys. I feel like I missed so much, but probably not. Traveling. Now, as far as stroller and car seats, I'm not going to go into that because everyone has their preference. And honestly, the stroller we have, I wouldn't recommend it. It's nice, however, it's very heavy. So I'm not even going to talk about it or recommend it. This is just about things that I recommend. But what I do like for a stroller, if you're traveling outside, Riley was born in the wintertime, was the J.J. Cole Bundle Me. Oh my God, it was just perfect. You just put the baby in there. It's like a little fleece. If you're taking a walk, you don't have to worry about the jacket. It was honestly the best thing. It's so hectic bringing the baby outside, putting the baby in a stroller sometimes, and times depending on the kind of jacket they're wearing, it's too puffy. The same thing with the car seat. The baby's not supposed to have a jacket on when in the car seat. So the J.J. Cole Bundle Me, it worked. It was it just worked for us. It made things easy. Next thing is just the car window shades that you just put on the back of the windows just to keep the sun out so that it's comfort for the baby. Even though most of the car seats you're gonna have, the infant car seats, they do have the canopy that goes almost all the way over, but it's still just a good extra protection to have. I try to keep this video very short for you guys and not ramble on, so I hope I wasn't babbling too much. But again, we are so happy to be back. We missed you guys. It feels good to be behind the camera one more time, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have some videos you want us to do, you know, let us know. Ideas, Q&As, more baby ideas. This channel is going to change a little bit now that we do have a baby, and I've just learned so much from other mamas and just watching other people and just things that I want to share with you guys. So if you guys do have some ideas of videos that you want us to do, or just me to do, or Pat to do, let us know and we will do them. And also don't forget to check out Pat's other YouTube channel, you guys, Turnbuckle Topics. I will link that as well below. For all my wrestling fans, you know how he is, you know how that goes. So make sure you guys go over there and support Pat as well. And again, like always, thank you guys for watching. And as we always say, spread love, not hate, and stay blessed. Bye.